Hey there Pokemon fans, Earl from Pokemon Awesome here, and we've got more Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke. Last time we took care of the final two badges in the Kanto region, and now this time we're doing something a little bit different. You may notice I am doing this post-commentary for this video, simply because of the nature of what we're doing today. So as you can see, I'm going back and forth, shifting through where Entei is, trying to find him so that we can catch him. And sure enough, he's here on Route 37. So, what we're doing is we're going to catch all the legendaries that we haven't caught yet. Raikou, Entei, Lugia, and Ho-Oh. The reason we're going after Entei and Raikou first is because we need them in order to get access to catch Ho-Oh. In Crystal Version, you need to have caught all three of the beasts to unlock the ability to climb the Tin Tower to reach where Ho-Oh is at. So, right now, we've got a lot of random encounters here, but we eventually come across Entei here, and as you can see, after every few battles I check to see that he's still here, because sometimes they will change location if you don't run into them after enough time. But keep running into these Stantlers and Hoot, Spinnerax, everything on this route. It's really annoying trying to find Raikou and Entei, because you have to, every time you change location, they move to a different route. When I say change location, that includes going into buildings and caves and changing routes, changing cities. And when you, if you attempt to use Fly, they randomly relocate where they will be. So here we found Entei finally, and what I decided to do to save me time is attempt to catch him on the first ball, but to ensure that I create a save state before I throw the Ultra Ball. That way, if he pops out, we can throw it back in, and we don't have to worry about him running away. This could be seen as cheating, but honestly, with going after the legendaries, I technically cheated with Suicune, and to be honest, I cheated for Celebi. I used a freaking Game Shark code for that. It's not like we're going to be using the legendaries, we're just doing it for story purposes, and so that I can finally say that I at least caught every legendary in Crystal at least once in my life. Because in all my personal playthroughs, I did not bother going after Raikou or Entei. If I did, and I just threw my Master Ball at them. So Entei's pretty stubborn. Like all legendaries, catch rate of 3 at full health. It's not even a 1% chance of catching him. Eventually gets to the point that it just keeps popping out, and I can pretty much predict when he's going to pop out. Pretty sure we almost get him in the next minute or so. This footage is also sped up because it took me at least an hour just to track down Entei here, which is pretty annoying because I'm going back and forth trying to see which one I can get first, Entei or Raikou, and trying to funnel them into certain locations is can be pretty time consuming. Some areas I recommend are Olivine City and routes 38 and 39. That way you can kind of funnel them into those areas, because they can't go beyond Olivine City to where you can find them. They always stay on the routes that have land. Another area you can go to is Mahogany Town and start going back and forth between routes 42 and 44. Not 43 though, because you do have to go through a building to get access to Route 43, which is sad. You could start at the Lake of Rage and go to 43 from there. That's also a way you can funnel them into there. Another area is Violet City and going through routes 35, 36, and 37, as I was doing with Entei and Karnam. So that leaves Raikou. We found him here on Route 29. No, this isn't 29. This is 31. No. 32. And currently looking for him, having no luck finding him, finding everything else under the sun. I usually go probably 3 or 4 battles before I check the Pokedex again to see if he's still on the route. And here, he's still there. Gasoline. When the beasts change routes, it's usually one that's connected to each other. So, but sometimes they'll go in completely opposite directions. Like sometimes they'll go from Route 39 all the way to Route 29, which is annoying. I mean, you have to reset the process. Having no luck finding Raikou. That's because he's no longer here. He moved up to 36. So luckily, when you're in Violet City, going north or south doesn't require any buildings to go through. So you can just easily check for Raikou by going through there. And as luck would have it, I end up funneling him into Route 37 here. The same place that I find Entei. So now he's at 36. We move down. He's down to 31. So what I do is I go down here where you can cross over to 35. 36. Raikou just seems to be moving every which way. So now he's all the way down to 29. So I decided to fly over to Violet City to reset him. And he's back up to the east of us. Decided to go inside the Pokemon Center to try to get him to move around. And looks like he moves over to 46. He's still on 46. And here I'm trying to get down to 31, but then I decided, you know what, it's easier if I just fly back to Violet City to reset him. Now he's over at 39. So with any luck, I come to 36, he moves to 38. And if I go to 37, boom, he's here at Route 37 with us. So now we just need to find him, going through all these wild encounters again. Make sure he's still there. Still not finding him. He's still here. Go up to the top, boom, found him. So I decided to waste no time at all, and I just used my Master Ball on him. Well, I could have saved my Master Ball for either Ho-Oh or Lugia. I wasn't going to. So, in order to get Lugia, you need to come to Pewter City and talk to this old man here, and he'll give you the Silver Wing. And while I was here, I forgot that there was a rival encounter here at Mount Moon. So, I'm kind of over-leveled for this fight. I level ground my team to be the same levels as Lugia and Ho-Oh to ensure survival. So, even with type effectiveness with Razor Leaf, it still did nothing to Baton Kaido's here. And pretty much just one-shot all of his Pokemon here. think after this encounter, we are able to battle him in the Dragon's Den on the weekends. Or I might be thinking of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, that takes care of that. And we pretty much don't see him again. So here we are now at the Whirl Islands, and I think I went go into the wrong island at first. This is the bottom left one, the one closest to Sandwood City, because it just leads to an area where you can pick up a couple of items. So the one that we want to go to is actually the top right one here. So use Whirlpool to get through. You will need Flash, so I brought a Golden Sun along to light up the cave. And then you want to take the upper path here to get to where we're going to go. Surf on here, go down this waterfall, go into this cave, and boom, here's Lugia. So, my strategy for dealing with Lugia is that we're going to use Thunder Wave to paralyze it. Go for a Spark to weaken it a bit. And then I have Tokyo Mirage here. And I taught Sunny Day to counteract the Rain Dance. That way the Hydro Pump is a lot weaker. And you don't have to worry too much about that. So I start throwing Ultra Balls at Lugia here. And anytime it sets up Rain Dance, I reset it with a Sunny Day. That way Hydro Pump barely did anything to us at that point. So Lugia comes packing Rain Dance, Hydro Pump, Gust, and Recover. So you definitely want to be wary of it using Recover like it is right here. So we'll just use Bite to get it back down to the red. The reason I'm using Bite is for the extra flinch chance, so that we get a good para-flinch strategy going. Just keep resetting the weather, and he recovers. Now this Bite gets a critical hit, which kind of made my heart sink, but luckily it didn't knock out Lugia. And I decided enough is enough. I decided to do the whole save state situation I did with Entei again, just to save time and just get this over and done with. Because trying to catch these legendaries is time consuming, and I quite frankly don't have that much time left to devote to this project. Because after we finish getting these legendaries, that's pretty much it. We have one episode left after this, guys. I think y'all know what it's going to be. He's pretty tenacious and popping out of the Ultra Ball. Not even landed Shake once. Again, I expect nothing less from one of the cover legendaries of the generation. Unfortunately, it just keeps popping out, and probably had to use the save state a good several dozen times. Got to the point where I use the speed up function of the emulator that I'm using to speed up even more. Almost got him that time. Almost had him that time there, but Lugia, you are one tenacious bird. Keeps breaking out of them. Speed up there and bam, finally got him. Alright, and finally, time for Ho-Oh. Like I said, you need to have caught all 3 beasts to access this. Come inside, talk to this monk here. He'll give you the rainbow wing, and the stairs to the next floor will open up. There's a lot of useful items in here. Full heals, full restores, max revives if you're not doing a Nuzlocke run, Ultra Balls, vitamins, even an escape rope. Now this floor always made things a little confusing because of how it's laid out. Not supposed to go this way, you're supposed to stay on the left and go down that way. Because you can access the stairs there and go on through. Now we're in the floors with the teleporters. The max elixir there. Nugget there. And a max revive, which is free money for us. An HP up, but we have no more room, so I decided to get rid of this antidote to make the room, because I've got plenty of full heals, and I've got full restores as well. And here we are at the top of the tower. So same strategy will apply, only this time we use Rain Dance to counteract Sunny Day. Ho's pretty similar to Lugia in terms of the moves that he has. He has Gust and Recover, but he also has Fire Blast and Sunny Day, as we already know. So, like before, I start throwing Ultra Balls legitimately here. I think after a few more attempts, I just decided to go with the whole save state trick, just to get over and done with. Recovered, so we just use Spark to get him back down. Reset the Sunny Day. Reset the Sunny Day again. And this is where I start doing the save states. Thankfully, it doesn't take as long as Lugia does. And there we go. Alright, so that's all the legendaries caught. So, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more great content. Don't forget the code YouTube10 for 10% off all purchases of $20 or more at PokemonAwesome.com. Until then, it's the grand finale. So, we will see you guys then.